So let's talk hunger, because we know that hunger increases when we diet and it can suck and it can make it very hard for you to stick to your plan. So I want to give a quick few tips on how to reduce your hunger. Okay, number one, which is a very big one, is make sure you're eating enough food, because way too often I see people just drop their food intake far too low, a lot further than what they actually need to, which of course makes it, it makes it harder because you're just going to experience more hunger. A lot of people can probably still see results whilst eating more. And if you can, why wouldn't you? I always say to people, diet on as many calories as you can. Most importantly, because your life will suck less, okay? Especially in terms of hunger, but also including things like treats, etc. But more than anything, it just increases your adherence. You're more likely to stick to it if you can eat more food. And if you can eat more food and still see results, why wouldn't you? Okay, now, once you've got food intake sorted, there are a few things that you can do within that. The most profound effects on satiety include high fibre, high protein, and nutrient density. So what we mean by nutrient density is the food has a lot of nutrients and not as many calories, okay? So it's more higher in nutrients, lower in calories. And there are quite a few foods that fit this bracket, okay? So things like fruit, veg, meat, yogurts, milk, eggs, oatmeal, whole grains, legumes, oatmeal are all great options, okay? Like I say, they're either high fibre, high protein, or they're basically just high in nutrients, lower in calories, okay? I also want to mention potatoes, because potatoes are awesome, and if you've ever tried to eat a bucket load of potatoes, you will know this, because they literally blow you up, okay? They are ranked number 1 on the satiety index, so they really do fill you up. Also veg, you just got to give a shout out to veg here, because you can literally pile your plate full of veg. You can have a mountain of veg on your plate. It is almost no calories, very, very little calories, but it will fill you up for hours. So don't be afraid to pile your veg up, especially green veg, okay? It really will fill you up. Next, I want to talk quickly about sleep. Now, sleep restriction has been shown to increase appetite. So if you sleep very little, the next day it basically upregulates your appetite. In particular, it makes you crave high sugar, high fat foods, which are basically all the treats that we struggle with resisting anyway. So the last thing that we really need is an extra craving to eat these foods, okay? So make sure that you're getting both enough sleep, you're getting enough sleep quality and quantity. Both are as important as each other, okay? And finally, I want to talk quickly on regular meal times. Essentially, our body senses patterns. So if we eat at regular times each day, our body basically releases hunger hormones in response to these patterns, okay? So essentially what you're doing by eating at the same time roughly each day is you're not going to get these hunger hormones shortly after eating, okay? So it just sort of sets you up to make it a little bit easier, okay? So just try as much as you can to eat at roughly the same time each day, okay? So there's just a few quick tips to help fight hunger, because like I say, we know hunger sucks and it can make it hard whilst we are dieting. So there's just a few tips for you tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, please feel free to like, comment and share, because I always appreciate it. Have a fantastic evening and I shall see you on the next video.